Hi, I'm Sheldon Levine, and today we are going to talk about 10 interesting things about the railway service in Jamaica. The Jamaica Railway Company was established in 1843 by two brothers, William Smith, a businessman of Manchester, England, and his brother David Smith, merchant and resident from Jamaica. Jamaica Railway services began in 1845 in Jamaica, making it one of the oldest in the Western Hemisphere and the first railway constructed in any English-speaking country outside of Europe and North America. An extra fact, the first railway to be built in the Caribbean, that title would belong to Spanish-speaking country Cuba. An interesting fact though that the first public railway in the world was opened between Stockton and Darlington in England. On Saturday, July 30th, 1938, the second worst train crash in Jamaica happened. 32 passengers were killed and more than 70 were injured when a train engine number 30 en route from Kingston to Montego Bay derailed outside of BALACLAVA, St. Elizabeth. Several of those killed were buried in St. Luke's Anglican Church graveyard. This happened due to the offer by the church committee was made to the government through Mr. H.R. Fox, chief engineer of the Jamaica Government Railway at the time. Saturday, February 28, 1942, the third largest train crash ever in Jamaica. 12 dead and 32 was injured as the railway freight train loaded with cane on the FRANKFIELD branch line crashes with a Kalamazoo trolley coach packed with passengers near 7th Sugar Estate in Clarendon. On Sunday, September 1st, 1957, one of the most historic period of Jamaican Railway, just before midnight in the village of KENDAL in Manchester, became the scene of the world's second worst railway disaster up to that time and worst train crash in Jamaica. Close to 200 people were killed and around 700 others sustained injuries. Many was buried on the spot. Some bodies were removed by the request of the family. 18-month baby Anthony was found in the rubble alive and sent to the hospital. A relief fund was opened by the Gleaner newspaper for donations which amassed over £13,000 from businesses and the Jamaican people. Jamaica Railway Corporation once used a mascot to promote their brand called DJI, used on many advertisements and publications in the newspaper, offering freight services to first-class options. The Jamaica Railway Corporation and the Jamaica Railway Society organized a beauty pageant called DJI Beauty Contest staged in 1967. This was won by Cynthia Dookie, 18 years old, telephone operator who resided in Augustown, St. Andrew. The last locomotive steam engine to be operated in Jamaica was called engine number 54. It was ordered from a Canadian locomotive company in 1944. During its time, the engine number 54 traveled almost 1 million miles on the tracks of Jamaica Railway Corporation. The final run was undertaken with an excursion from Kingston to Port Antonio and back organized by the Jamaica Railway Society. Engine number 54 last operated on November 9, 1968 and ran from Kingston to Port Antonio, traveling a total distance of 160 miles for the round trip. Engine 54 was the name of an album sung by the hugely popular reggae and rocksteady group called the Ethiopians, Jamaica's best love harmony groups during the late ska, rocksteady and early reggae periods. The album was released in 1968, boasting several songs including You Guessed It, a song titled Engine number 54. They were also known for the most noticeable hit song Last Train to Skaville. Engine number 54 was used in a film named Dark of the Sun, starring actors Rod and Yvette and directed by Jack Cardiff. The film is based on the book The Dark of the Sun by Wilbur Smith. Many of the scenes were filmed in Jamaica in the areas of the Kingston Railway Yards, the Port Antonio and the FRANKFIELD Railway lines. The movie was released in the year 1968. In some countries, the movie was released under the name of the title The Mercenaries. The Jamaica Defence Force, JDF, cooperated enthusiastically and a number of our soldiers made up the various cast. The railway crew, local people and the police all took part in the film, either on screen or as a supporting personnel. In the movie, the Palace of the Dictator was filmed at the private house of Seymour Avenue. Check out the movie, it's a good watch. If you like this video, give us a like and subscribe to Show Me Jamaica. If you like what we are doing, you can support us by trying out our app called Jamdung, a Jamaican Charades app available for both iOS and Google Play. Shop at our store at showmejamaica.com for Jamaican merchandise such as stickers, beach towels, canvas prints, coffee mugs, phone cases, and more. Jamaicans Be Like App. Play a series of mini games that represent Jamaican culture by trying to think quickly to complete each level. Available for iOS and Google Play. Check the links below. Join our growing community by following us on Instagram and Facebook. Link below in the description.